right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Hey. Just kidding. Do you actually want me to? Do you want me to count it down better?
The lighting's so fucked. Hold on.
No, it looks sick. You look so cool. I don't want to hold my microphone like I do in my videos. Makes me feel more chill.
What's up? Just chill, bro. Straight off work, straight into the banter. It's been a while.
Imagine working a long 8-hour shift and coming home to just get your ass kicked.
Just hear you
in fantasy football. Just to hear
You start it?
hear my voice. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you didn't send me the script, brother.
The
You didn't
script.
send me the script prior to the video. Yeah.
No script.
I thought you asked me to pretend like you had a chance or something this week. It was something like that in the script.
Oh, I have a chance now, Bucko. There's always a chance.
Oh, yeah. This just in, breaking news. Rashee Rice not playing.
Yep, that's all I needed. I just needed the door to open a little. Just a little sliver for me to sneak in. And that was it right there.
It's not about the digs in your butt, slam the door
First
immediately.
of all, you're welcome for the
right
name.
back.
You're welcome for the name.
That's a fire name. That is a fire name.
It was a fire name. Hey, I'll take my chances with him. He's been asked
take
like
your
3
chances
weeks in a row.
Diggs. Let's just look at the stats.
Should we just go down the line?
Honestly, he's been on. Yeah, you should. You should just start QB.
Let's go down the line. Okay. Okay. Well, first of all, let's talk about the season real quick. You're sitting at 10-4. You
Okay.
had your bye. You had a nice little off
That's
week.
right. It was nice. Nice little vacation. No stress. Didn't even care.
How was
Still
that?
dropped
Watching football
170.
without having to worry about your fantasy team.
Well, it still sucked because the Cowboys got eliminated. So, yeah, it really wasn't that relaxing. I kind of was like, nah, fuck. Oh, and I got eliminated in the other league. So it's like, it was a double whammy for sure. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Yeah, I can't believe the Cowboys lost to the Vikings. That's I don't know what it's like to have a bad team, to be honest. So I don't know.
You'll see when you get in the playoffs. Then you gotta, gotta play some.
Yeah, at least you could just
over
go ahead and take your vacation during the playoffs. You don't have to worry about watching football or anything.
Dak invited me to Cabo already, so like he's sending the cars and the everything over there. I just gotta meet him there. It's buying the tickets.
He probably sent that invite in like week 6. They were probably already thinking about their vacation spot.
No, last week.
No. Okay.
Yeah,
anyways,
whatever. Dude.
Your fantasy season 10-4. You had a bye last week. Nah, whatever. I finished 8-6. All right. Or wait, does the record include last week?
Nah, I don't. What?
No, because we wouldn't have the same amount of games played.
Do the math on it.
No, I wouldn't. Because this is week 16, so that's 14. Okay. I beat your
yeah.
dad last week.
For the first time.
Yeah, first time this
He was
season.
fired up too.
Was
he
he?
was fired up too. Yeah, he was. It's so funny when he talks shit, dude, because it comes out of nowhere. Like we'll just be on the phone having a regular conversation. And he's like, I hope I beat fucking G for the 3rd time. He's like, I'm gonna call him my son. He's like, I'll have 2 sons if I beat him for the 3rd time. I was like, it was gonna be fired up.
That's the main reason I wanted to win. One, just to not go 0-3 for my pride, but I knew he was gonna talk shit.
He was talking shit. He was talking shit, and he was checking in like every day, like, "Hey, should I swap this player out? Should I swap this?" I'm like,
it's not. I'm not gonna lie. It's not. One, I only won by 3 points, so it's not like I really just kind of scraped by. But I only scored 128 last week, which is terrifying looking at your 164 projection this week. 165, sorry.
that's pretty low for normal too.
I mean, yeah, you just lost
Rashee
Rice. It was at 170, so.
Like, we have to give the context too to why this is not only just because you're my BFF and I want to beat you and everything I can.
Hey, kitty.
But also, yeah, that's Nova. But also, you vetoed my trade earlier in the year.
Oh my gosh.
I've been on a hiatus. I've been in the lab cooking up my revenge plot this entire time, and it literally the prophecy is coming true. I'd have it no other way than meeting you in the playoffs.
Listen, man.
Right now.
I was just looking out for your girlfriend. I thought it was an unfair trade for her. Why lose a player when she could get him for free on the waiver wire? Just saying. You're a scam artist even to your girlfriend. I was looking out for her.
No, I thought it was vetoed because it was such bad value for her. Or for me. I'm sorry. Y'all were protecting me. It's all right. It's all right. The veto strikes back.
Remember,
prophecy is fully in motion.
I told you I didn't know what to do. I left it up to the people, and the people voted. Get mad at them, not me. Yeah, that's why
the prophecy.
Nate's name is The Veto Strikes Back.
That's right.
Mr. Petty Pants over here.
Pull it up. That is hilarious. I had to lean into it.
Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. Anyways, I'm at a 60. No, you're at a 64% projection to win. 36 for me. I'll take my odds there. Sleeper projections mean nothing. Because
That's
listen,
true. That is true.
we can go down the line, but I have good matchups this week. So, I mean, starting with our quarterbacks, Bo Nix playing against Jacksonville. They're ranked 22nd for quarterbacks. So, that's good. Or wait, it works in reverse. So they're like the 10th best matchup for quarterbacks. I'll take that. Considering Bo just came off a 30-point game against Green Bay, which was supposedly a terrible matchup, I'll take that. Bo's about to have another 4-touchdown game. I'm just saying. And what Dak's coming off like one of his worst games this season, 11 points against Minnesota. Playing against another good defense. Bad matchup for the Chargers.
Yeah, I will say because our defense is ass, I think Dak will be throwing a lot, which will be good. Will be like,
defense, you said y'all's defense was a whole new defense now.
It is a whole new defense. We went from like the 38th ranked defense to like 31. You know, 30, maybe 30. Yeah. There was definitely some college teams with better defenses. So I was just
I just saw a TikTok. They're like, would you believe it if we told you the Cowboys won the Micah Parsons trade? I was like, damn, did they?
I mean, honestly, kind of, yeah. If you think about like the building blocks that we got.
Gwen Williams is good. And then Micah just got hurt, so.
Yeah, I hate to see that, bro. I'm a Micah fan.
I gotta hold on. Let's get in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah. You gotta put new batteries in it. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, it is next week, bro. That's crazy.
I know.
This year's flown by. I'm kind of sad because, like,
dude,
no fantasy and football is wrapping up.
I know. We're not gonna talk to each other till next season. It's crazy. This is probably
okay.
No, I was just thinking about how it's already week 16. It feels like we just did this draft fucking yesterday.
I missed a lot of football this year, I think, too, which I'm kind of bummed about. Just been busy.
Hey, that's how it goes, you know.
But yeah, that's true. I am hyped for next year, though. I think Cowboys, it's our year next year, so I'm excited. I'm already getting excited for next year. The draft. I'm already at the draft. So I'm on the draft now.
This is 2 years in a row. Nate's been checked out since like week 8 for the Cowboys.
Last year I had like literally nothing to look forward to, bro.
Yeah.
Dak said, he said, I'm injured. I was like, fuck it. Season's over.
CD was hurt half the
season's over. Yeah. Bad season.
Okay, but anyways,
go through these matches.
I am okay. So I'm saying Bo's gonna have another at least 25-point game. Because I think listen. What are you laughing at, man?
No, it's just he's had a whole bunch of those, huh? 15, 18, 13, 8, 19, 25 in week that was versus Dallas, week 8.
Yup.
he's had a 1 or 2 this season.
Okay, but listen. This is my expertise right here. Our offense stalled. We're talking about the Broncos. Our offense stalled for many weeks.
Right.
He was averaging a touchdown every week up until I think that Cowboys game. And then he since then hadn't scored a touchdown. But last week he just scored 4 against a great defense. In the last 2 weeks, our offense has looked exquisite and moving the ball down the field, dude. Our offense, I'm telling you, I think Sean Payton only uses half the playbook until it gets close to the playoffs.
Now he's in playoff form. He's like,
this is kind of what happened last year too. Like towards the end of the season, we like balled out. We dropped like 40 points against the Chiefs last game of the season. Granted, we lost first round and we didn't score a lot of points in that game, but I'm just saying we're getting into playoff form now, and I think Bo's getting into playoff form.
Okay. He's like, I'm gonna reach into this bag and I'm gonna pull out all this shit I've been hiding.
At the beginning of the season, Bo was throwing like off his back foot. He was like looked uncomfortable. He's zipping that shit with some confidence now. I'm telling you, dude. I'm just a believer, though. You know what I mean? You think Dak is bouncing back now that their season's over? I mean, is there really much to play for at this point?
No, Dak is a stat patter, bro. Believe Dak will end the season with phenomenal stats. Why do you think he has all these records, bro? It's not because he's been like, you know, it's like even in a game that they'll get blown out in, he'll still throw for like 450 yards and multiple touchdowns. Like, the dude is a stat pattern. He's a garbage time. I don't want to call him a garbage time merchant because I have more respect for him than that, but he will get his stats in garbage time if he hasn't got them by the 3rd or 4th quarter.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was going to be his year for like an MVP campaign, but he kind of dropped off mid-season.
It's tough. Yeah. I mean, it's tough if you literally have to score 40 a game to even contend.
True, but
Like, think of all the quarterbacks that came into Dallas and fucking revived their careers for at least 1 week. You know what I mean?
I know, but
It's
that's what I mean
bad.
though. Without a defense, I would have thought he'd be putting up crazy stats, but I guess he still he had a really good season, but
Yeah. I think if they had a better record, I think he'd still be in MVP conversations
true.
for sure.
I do want to say though,
I'd have to look up stats.
Mahomes,
I think he's like 2 behind Stafford.
Mahomes just played the Chargers, only had 14 fantasy points. The week before that, Jalen Hurts played the Chargers and only had 4 fantasy points. So
Jalen's a bad quarterback. I'll die on
I'm
that
just saying, it's not a good matchup for Mr. Dak.
It's not. No, you're right. It's not ideal. I'd much rather than be playing the Raiders or some shit.
He's projected for 19.5, which I don't know. Give me your
Yeah,
how much do you think he's gonna? Do you think he's finishing around there?
Realistically, like 15 to 20, I think is very safe. I think Dak has a safe floor most weeks.
He does. They do throw the ball a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
last time he scored
He's
under
still
20 was week 9 against Arizona.
Like to put it in perspective, he still has the most amount of passing yards. Like he's ranked at the top, right behind, or Matthew Stafford's like right there, but he has more touchdowns. So Dak has more passing yards per attempt, completions, a higher completion percentage. He just has 26 touchdowns. Stafford has 37 on the season, bro. And Stafford's quarterback rating is higher. Stafford's is 112, Dak's 99. So I mean, he's still like, I feel confident starting Dak. I wouldn't like try to stream a quarterback for this week, you know, unless somebody dropped, I don't fucking know, Drake May and they're playing a bad team or something. But even then, I feel confident.
No. I mean, I get it. I could see him still having a decent week, but I'm just saying.
Our running backs, that's a heavyweight matchup, bro.
This first one, yeah, Bijan and Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah. That's a heavyweight matchup.
Bijan has a fantastic matchup against the Cardinals. They're the 4th best team for running backs, and this is Bijan Robinson we're talking about. So
that is crazy. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I thought Arizona would be better. I'm not gonna lie, as far as running like defense.
Yeah, I don't know, but Bijan just had a 29-point game against Tampa Bay. They're already out of the playoffs, which is a little concerning because it's like, I mean, what are they fighting for at this point?
I can't believe that, bro.
But I think they're fighting for pride, so I think Bijan might go crazy. And especially, I think the reason Bijan's value is up right now is because Kirk Cousins is playing quarterback, which he didn't look terrible against Tampa Bay last week. Kyle Pitts had a fucking day against Tampa Bay. That was crazy, but
that's crazy.
I mean, you could just tell without Drake London, which I don't know if London is back this week. I mean, their offense was funneling through Bijan.
They have to. They absolutely have to.
Back.
I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. They have to funnel it through Bijan Mustard.
Which
kind of same thing with San Francisco, though. He's kind of been like their offense.
100%. Drake London's questionable. So if Drake London's out, Bijan value goes up even more. If he's back, that hurts him a little, but I think he'll be fine. Yeah, you're right about CMC, though.
The other running backs is where I'm like, nah. I could just never fill that spot all year. I tried. I picked up 500 upside running backs.
Well, I thought Rico was going to be it. But then
Rico's okay. I mean,
they just went back to splitting carries.
He's just not A-Chain. You know what I mean? But he's like, damn, can you imagine if I had somebody like A-Chain? It'd be a fucking wrap, bro. I'd be averaging 200.
Nate, it's more than likely already a wrap. You're projected for 170 every week. I think it's. Listen,
but like this is what I'm scared of. Is like people peak against me all the time. Like they have the week of their lives against me all the time. It took me a while to get to the number 1 spot, even scoring like so many more points than everybody else, because they'd come drop 200 and something on me out of nowhere after averaging 120, bro. I'm like, ah.
No, okay. You started off the season week, which is like that. Just I don't even know what like pieces you didn't have at that point, but like for somehow you started off the season slow, even though you had a great team. I think you were just kind of crawling back at that point. But also like you lost 2 weeks because like half your team was on bye. Like all your players had the byes the same week. So like
that's true.
You're 10-4 realistically with no bye weeks. You're 12-2 because you started off 0-2, didn't you? Like realistically, you're
Feels
12
so
and 2
good.
if without buys. So
Feels so good, baby.
I know teams have done well. I think it was more the other league teams were really peaking up against you, but I mean, it
No,
has
it
happened
was
in
in
this one
dude.
too. Wasn't this one too?
Shelby's cooked me, bro. Like, I had some weeks there. I feel like you beat me first week. Yeah,
I
you
did
beat me
week one.
first week, and
And I'll do it
then
again.
I forget. Bro, it's the prophecy, dog. I'm coming for you. The veto strikes back, dude. This is the first veto I've ever seen in my super long fantasy career, bro. I've been playing fantasy for 2 seasons now. Never seen a veto in my life. 2 seasons,
Listen.
1.5 leagues, bro.
Let me just say this. Week 1, you were projected for 150. You only scored 128. Dak had a bad game. You had James Conner back then. But Amon-Ra had a bad game. Trey McBride had a bad game.
Man.
You started Jerry Jeudy. I don't know where. You didn't have. Oh, you didn't play
he's-
Tet that week yet. But like the only
Oh, so,
pieces you've
yeah.
added is like from this team is Diggs and Dowdle. So like,
I got Rice.
well,
I got
yeah, but I
Rice.
mean like who's playing this
He's
week?
out. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Is so like I'm just saying there is a chance. I will say I'm very much relying on booms from my players. You know what I mean? But that's why the matchups are huge. Because I mean, what did you
Yeah,
say?
I'm worried about Bijan and A-Chain.
Yeah, A-Chain has the best matchup of the
30
week.
apiece.
He's playing against Cincinnati. They're the first ranked
Yeah.
defense for running backs. Like, also, the Dolphins just benched Tua, so like I could see this being a huge run-heavy game. I mean, Quinn Ewers is playing. He's gonna be checking down to A-Chain probably. A-Chain might have a 50-point game. I'm just saying.
I love this, like I love these like mental gymnastics. You're like, I can see it happen. Like this is
dude,
like it's adding
listen.
up. The formula is
This is my only chance of winning is if my players just go nuclear. So
Alright,
like,
yeah.
like
Alright.
this is I have to hold on to this hope because like your team is insane. But also Rico
That's
Dowdle versus
right.
Tampa Bay. I mean, how good of a match was that? I don't know how Tampa Bay's run defense is, but either way,
I thought they were better than they are, but apparently not. But he's only projected for 12, so it's not.
because
you
him
know.
and Chuba are splitting, right? Or no?
Yeah, and they use Chuba like as like a third down and
Goal line.
touchdown, like goal line kind of guy, which kind of I hate that. And I have them
Dude.
both, but there's just no way I'm playing Chuba.
That's my biggest pet peeve with the Falcons, dude. Bijan will be all the way down the field until they're in the goal, like until they're in the red zone, and then they're like, Algier, come on in.
Yeah,
And you're like,
Algier.
oh, okay, cool.
So thanks, coach.
Thanks, coach.
That makes me sick. Like you put all the work in to get your team down the field. You deserve the TD, not just for fantasy purposes, but like, you know, just in real life, bro. You put
That's
in
what-
80 yards worth of running, and then they're
Dude.
like, nah, here you go.
Bijan scores
Like-
majority of his points without touchdowns. Like last week he had 29, but he only had 1 touchdown. You know what I mean? So like, it's
They do that with Kyron and Blake Corum too, and I'm like,
Mhm.
what
yeah.
are you doing?
Earlier in the year he had his 43-point game in versus Buffalo, and he only had 1 touchdown. Like Bijan
That's
does
what
all
we
the work to get down the field, and then
don't
just
need.
fucking.
That's what we don't need to see this week. We
Well, guess
don't
what?
need to see a 40-point game.
It's a great matchup. I'm saying Bijan, Bo, and A-Chain might combine for 100 just themselves. Just saying. I'm really holding on to my hope here. Because when we start to move down the list, that's where things really get dicey for me. I need these top 3 to go
Okay,
crazy.
yeah,
I need
let's
Nix,
keep going,
Robinson, and A-Chain.
dude. I'm not feeling great. Let's keep going.
Oh, wait,
I
hold
need
on,
to feel
hold on.
better.
wait, we didn't talk about is McCaffrey's. Who are they playing? Indianapolis? Is that a good matchup?
It's orange on my phone. I don't know what that means.
Click on
as far as rank.
click on team, and then it shows you like the ranking next to him, like next to their matchup. Like for me, it shows Jags 22nd for Bo, 28th for Arizona for Bijan.
I know Sleeper does like on the actual.
I mean it's McCaffrey though. It could be a good matchup. It could be a terrible matchup. You're right.
I
They
think
do.
either way they're
They
gonna
do
be
funnel their
feeding it.
offense, but Jawan Jennings has been averaging a touchdown a game. I'm just saying.
That is kind of crazy.
Jawan Jennings has become the wide receiver 1.
I still hate that guy from last year, bro.
He was
Not hate. I just would never touch him. in
That's like my
fantasy.
first fantasy memory. Is I think it was like week 2 of that season. All morning, a Sunday morning, I debated on putting him in, and I was like, nah. And then he had like a 40-point game, and I was like, okay. And then
Oh
he
yeah.
and then he never did it again the rest of the season. Every time I played
Yeah,
him.
that's exactly what I was like. Nah, dude. When I see, they burn people last year, and I'm like, nah, I'm good.
But Kobe Myers, 3-year contract extension for Jaguars.
Yeah, Colts have to be somewhere like middle of the pack because they're orange. So I can't. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can move down now. Okay, the next Mike Evans and Jackson Smith and Jigba. Okay, listen. Actually, go ahead and make your case for Jackson Smith. They're playing Los Angeles tonight.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a high scoring game, and he's the man. He is the man, and like he's the #1 receiver in the league, bro. Looks damn good, making incredible catches, incredible catch radius, incredible athlete, bro. Overall, I've been thrilled to have this guy. Honestly, I've been super thrilled that I got this guy. And going forward, every year going forward, I'm gonna be trying to grab this guy.
Yeah. What was he? He was like your 3rd round pick. You were on the turn, I know.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. So I grabbed him basically as soon as like top of the 3rd. Yeah.
That is crazy that he fell that far and has been the player. Well, listen. Yeah, I mean that's gonna be a tough one to beat. I'm not gonna lie on that. But
Mike Evans.
I was gonna say Mike Evans last week had like what was it? Let me see. He had a 20-point game and he only played 55% of snaps. So this is a division game. Bucks Panthers. They're both fighting for the playoff spot. If there was a game for Mike Evans to come back, play 100%, go crazy, it's this one. Because I mean, I think the winner of this game is more than likely could be the one that make the playoffs. So.
And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things feeding into it, right? Because like Mike Evans has never not had a 1,000-yard season, which there's no way he hits it this season. But I think he's gonna try to get damn close. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna try to drop as many yards as he can. But like you said, division game. It's not like Baker's gonna go lay down, anything like that. But I will say Carolina has that. Who's that corner? They have that damn good.
Horn?
Is it Jimmy Horn?
Yeah, some Horn. Yeah.
Jimmy Horn. Jimmy Horn's nice, bro. And if they put Jimmy Horn on him, that's gonna be tough. Mike Evans is like a little long in the tooth, so it's gonna be hard to run with this young buck that's kind of a seatbelt corner right now.
Yeah, this is actually the one matchup that says that is not good. Carolina's like they're like the 11th ranked, or no, what is that? Oh yeah, the 11th ranked pass defense. So for fantasy wide receivers, so it's not ideal. You know what I mean?
Dude,
but
I'm hyped.
It's still Mike Evans, man. Let's be real.
I love that Carolina has like a sneaky good defense, and it feels like this year they've figured out a little bit of like some things. Obviously, they haven't had it like all the way together, but especially since they're like 3 hours away from me, I'm kind of hyped that they're getting it together. I'm like, damn, I could really look forward to seeing Carolina games in the near future.
Yeah.
You know,
no, that would be hype.
In real life.
You could just switch teams if you want. Might as well be a fan of a good team while you're at it. No, it is cool to see that it's so weird to see them like decent.
I don't know if I'd pick the Panthers, bro, if I was gonna.
You live right by them. Come on, you have to. Local team. But listen, I'm just gonna say, Jackson Smith probably is gonna go crazy tonight. Probably like 20 to 30 points. I feel like is a good floor. That's probably his floor, unfortunately. It's 20 points, but 55% of snaps, and Mike Evans had 12 targets. If he's playing 100% of this game, he might get 20 targets. This might be like a Jamar Chase with Joe Flacco situation. You know what I mean? When he had like a 20-something target game. Maybe. I know that they still have Godwin, Ibuka, so it's not like the whole offense funnels through Mike Evans, and they still have Bucky over. You know what I mean? So like they have offensive weapons, so it's not like they're funneling through Evans.
I wish I had Ibuka, bro. I feel like this is an Ibuka game. I'm feeling an Ibuka game. Like, because if you're like purposely trying to go away from Jimmy Horn, like you're going to Ibuka.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just praying.
Godwin too.
That's what I'm saying. They have weapons, and like Godwin scored a touchdown and a 2-point conversion last week. Ibuka had a good game. He didn't score, but he had like a good game. Like they have the weapons, so they're going to spread the ball out. I'm just if Mike Evans can have another 12 target game, I'll be happy with that. If he can put up 15 at least, if he can just play the whole game and not get healthy, yeah, we'll be.
I just saw please no snap count.
yeah, please no snap count. That's my which he did have a snap count, but he played well enough to justify it, so it was okay.
That's facts.
Yeah, this next one's a little more rough. Juwan Jennings for me, Amon-Ra St. Brown for you.
You're praying for a boom here. Praying for a boom.
I'm praying for a boom. He did have 2 touchdowns last week, so like he scored a touchdown in the last 3 games. He scored a touchdown in 5 of the last 6 games. 2 last week. He had a 18-point game, so like his touchdown or like his targets are near the end zone, which is like I'd rather that anyways, because I mean he only had like 6 targets last game, but 2 of them were touchdowns. So like, it's not like he's a
To be
volume.
averaging 15, I mean that's a
Yeah.
pretty solid grab right there.
Yeah, I mean he's not a volume guy, but he seems to at least be a red zone target, which like I'll take at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
that's what's gonna rack up the points. So it is a game versus Indianapolis, so maybe kind of more high scoring. Hopefully, I don't know how their defenses are. I know the 49ers defense is ass apparently. I streamed them last week against the Titans and they scored 4 points. I think they made the Titans offense look somewhat decent. So I'm hoping
That's
it's
tough.
a shootout. Which actually no, I don't. Well, you have McCaffrey, so actually I don't know.
A shootout would be better for you for sure.
It would, but also it would be better for McCaffrey.
If it was like truly a shootout, like passing shootout.
Yeah. But
That would
I
be
mean,
better, but-
McCaffrey's like y'all's leading receiver. Or is the 49ers leading receiver too?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think he's gonna get some volume, baby. He's gonna get some volume.
best case scenario, McCaffrey like stubs his toe on the way to the arena. He's playing with a sore foot. He's like, coach, you know, so he's like not as
Not the
quick, not
Tin
as
Man.
agile.
Not the Tin Man, dude. Don't do that to my boy.
I don't want him to get hurt, but maybe just a stub toe. He's not quite as quick, quite as elusive this game. You know, maybe he's catching it, but he's not really getting many yards after the fact. So I don't
Dude,
know.
he can have 15 yards as long as he has 15 catches, bro.
That is true. It's
I'm
crazy
chilling.
that he's like one of the NFL's leading receivers too. It's insane. It
Yeah,
really-
that is nuts. I did
I-
see that stat the other day.
Dude,
That's nuts.
I just nothing warms my little old heart more than when I drafted McCaffrey first last year. He didn't play a game.
Mm-hmm.
You take him this season and he's just back to being a god. I just love it. Like if anybody else would have drafted him this season, I'd be like, hey, good for you guys. But because you drafted him, like fuck this
Come on,
guy. Fuck this guy. Okay. The next one is rough too. This one's actually probably the more rough one. You have Trey McBride, who a tight end is projected for 20 points. Insane. I have
That is insane.
a guy who I had never even heard of till last week, Colby Parkinson, who is playing tonight for the Rams. The good news for me is Devontae Adams is out, so and Colby Parkinson has scored a touchdown in 5 of the last 6 games. He also had a 2-touchdown game last week. And I'm assuming this will probably be a shootout. I think the Rams and Seattle played a couple weeks ago, and I don't remember, it was kind of a shootout, wasn't it? I don't remember how that game went.
Seattle and the Rams.
Yeah, they played a couple weeks ago. I know it was a division game, but
Here you go, look.
yeah, I never would have thought I'd be benching Jake Ferguson in the playoffs and playing a guy I've never even heard of till last week, this deep into the season. But here we are. That's fantasy football. You know what I mean?
Man, I don't know. I feel like you should put Fergie in, dude.
It's kind of tough, but considering
You're gonna be
Devontae Adams is
sick
out,
if he goes crazy, bro.
I will. But it's a bad matchup for him against the Chargers again. Like that's a red matchup for him. Let's see.
Dallas is kind of tough because they're also one of those teams where it's like they have so many targets that like
Yeah.
any of them could go off. Like, but it's hard to guess. You know who's gonna be the guy that week? Is it gonna be GP, CD, Ferguson? It's been a while. I'll give you that. But
Yeah.
Flournoy dropped like 40 points at some point this year. Like they just have so many
I
different
just
guys.
feel like when they get in the red zone, Jake is 4th in line when it comes to who's their target. You know, it's going to be CD, Pickens, and Javante first before
Which is crazy.
they look at Jake. Which, yeah, y'all have a ton of weapons, but he hasn't scored a touchdown in 5 games. So, like, I'm trying to play the matchup here. Parkinson just had his best game of the season, so I'm just crossing my
Yeah.
fingers on this one. I mean, I need him to have a career game to keep up with Trey McBride's average. You know what I mean? So, there's really not
Dude.
much.
Oh, I feel so powerful, bro. I'm
It
like,
is-
yeah, I'm not really looking for a boom week here. I'm just looking for an average week.
No, actually, you really just need your
I
team
love
to
it,
play
dude.
normal, and you'll
Hell
win.
yeah. The fucking
It's-
prophecy, baby.
It's insane. Oh yeah, just
Let's go.
we didn't even remind people. Let's talk about last season real quick. Before this is why this matchup has so much history behind it already. So Nate's really
Right.
looking forward to this matchup, and here's why. Last season, what'd you go? What was your record? Like 11-3,
I lost like 2 games all season.
12-2.
It was going crazy.
So me and Nate had a bye, but then the next round it was this exact game this time last season. Nate had a bye, or this exact week, I mean. And let's just say the underdog
And
showed up
let's
that
just
day,
say-
that week.
First of all, G snuck in G snuck in at like the very last chance he could have got. Like the very last week, he snuck in on like points.
Yep.
So he's like the bottom seed. Wins
think I
week
went-
1. I was hyped for him. That's my boy. Hell yeah.
I went like 6 and 8
me-
that season.
Takes me out. Takes me out, bro.
Dude,
on my
I took
dream
out
season.
the 3 seed in the first round, and then Nate the number 1 seed in the next round, dude. It was
Ultimate spoiler, bro. It had to
was-
feel good.
dude, and it felt okay for those for those that
Dude, I can't even.
for those that don't know, me and Nate live across the country from each other. The best part was we were together in person this week. 'Cause you were in
Yeah.
town, so we got to be with each other when all this happened. Granted, we weren't really talking about
Sick.
fantasy much, but like, I had at least like one little moment where I was like, "Look who won," and then we
Sick,
just
bro.
went back to doing whatever. But it was just what a way to
It's like
start
we were in a bar, and
my
I was just
fantasy
like,
career.
I was like, hold it in, Nate. Don't crash out. We're
No,
in
we
public.
were.
I was like, don't crash out.
I remember because it was the Broncos Bengals game, and Chase Brown like had a great game, and I think that's what like ended up sealing it to win.
Crazy.
It
bro.
was
Now look
it
at
was-
him this season.
was
Useless.
No, he's been good the last 6 weeks. He was useless without Burrow. Without Burrow, he was awful. But the
He's
last
gonna
6
trap
weeks, he's
me
been good.
again. I'm
I don't have him.
next
I don't have
year.
him in this league. Yeah, but he's been doing good for me in the other league. But that's why this matchup has so much history behind it. Because me and Nate go way back.
This is hype, bro. There's a lot of storylines, and they're all like fucking coming to a crescendo this week.
Yeah, I mean, really, last week, the reason I was so hyped to beat your dad was because that felt like my Super Bowl. Because like I knew this week I was probably gonna get my ass kicked, but at least I made it here, and we can now. Hey, let us hear. At least now we get to talk
Like
about
my
it,
Super Bowl.
dude. It did
Hey,
because
you
like
might have beat the you might have beat the old bull, but you gotta fight the young buck this week. dude.
listen, the matchups are lining up to at least make it maybe competitive. I'm hoping. Now, if tonight's game happens and Parkinson does fuck all, then I'm probably just gonna. I might not even watch. I might not even open Sleeper this weekend. I might not even open the app this weekend. But I feel like there's a chance. Who does Trey McBride play? Atlanta? Is that a good matchup? Ooh, it's not a good matchup. Hey, maybe.
It don't matter, bro.
If
He's one of
Parkinson
them
has
dudes, bro.
a career game and Trey McBride has like a below average game, they could score the same amount. And then from there, you know what I mean?
Doing the mental gymnastics. I like it.
Like
bro.
I said, I'm at a 36% projection, so if tonight happens and it drops, then I'm not gonna feel great. If it somehow goes up tonight, I'll feel good.
I'm not gonna look forward to the next week because, like I said, I got bounced last year. Like I'm locked into this week. I'm fully getting my guys fired up. I'm like, hey, don't worry about the Super Bowl. We ain't there yet. We got to win this one first.
Yeah, what was the conversation like going into this week with your boys? Or like what was the mentality going into all the practices?
All the practices, it was kind of exactly what I just touched on. I'm like, hey guys, listen, I know this is an inferior opponent that we are going up against, but like you can't overlook this guy. You can't overlook this guy. He's a little sneaky. Like he'll sneak up on you if you sleepwalk in there, and then he'll take your cheeks. And I was like, look, trust me. As a head coach, this happened to me last year. He took my cheeks.
That I did.
In person. He
That
took
I
my
did.
cheeks in a public setting last year. I'm like, guys, we can't sleepwalk into this. This is a revenge game. I'm like, if you truly love your manager, your coach, like, I'm gonna need you to show up this week. I don't need you to go crazy. Just do your job. That's it. Drop your projected values. Do your job. We'll be good.
Yeah.
We'll be on par. Yeah.
Yeah, I basically just told my team Papa's coming back for seconds. So that's all I told my team. And it got them fired up, man. He said Papa wants
Okay,
more.
weird. Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
Listen, I'm just saying.
Nah.
The boys are fired up. All the stars are aligning for a good week for me. All the matchups. I'm
All the
just saying,
stars, huh?
the stars
Let's
are
see how the
aligning.
stars are doing.
Good matchup.
Let's see how
The same week as last year when I beat you. Everything's lining up. It's all coming together. Granted, coming off a 120 point game or week last week doesn't feel amazing, but
Got tears in my eyes.
Papa's coming back for
Papa
seconds.
coming back, dude. I feel like 11, dude. Papa bad.
Papa.
Like, don't come in here. Absolutely not.
It's so weird because when you look at the bottom half of our teams, it's like fairly even. It's just really, it's Trey
Yeah.
McBride and Jigba and St. Brown are the ones like really wavering that projection.
I will say when I had Rice in there and he was like projected 20, I was like feeling better. I was feeling better. I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna get his volume.
Yeah.
What is he? What is he even out on? What even happened in this man?
I had
Did
to
he
think
take
it was a
his knee out
concussion.
again? Bro, that's so weak, dude.
It's
Old
weak,
school
dude.
football, he would have played right through it, dude.
Hey.
He played right into some CTE.
Hey, if anybody deserved the concussion,
Deserved.
hey, I'm just saying.
Listen, bro, he got his karma he paid last year when his ACL was ripped out by his own quarterback, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty
He's
sure.
paid in full. Oh.
Didn't the whole driving thing happen after?
No, wait.
Wasn't
I
it
don't
this
remember,
offseason? I don't know. I don't either. You just
No,
love to,
well,
you love to
no,
drive
no,
criminals.
I think it was last season because then he got hurt and they were like, we're not going to suspend you for games that you're going to be out for. So then they like transferred it to this season.
Maybe you're right, yeah.
And that's why I got him for a bag of chips. And,
Yeah, that was. I
like
think I'm
week
thinking
3.
about doing a little award show for our fantasy league after the season, but let me tell you,
Hey,
fleece of the
alright.
year is probably locked up.
Least of the year,
You
bro.
probably locked that one up.
It lined up because like his team was like 0-4 at the time.
It was,
and
yeah.
like or maybe even more, like he might have been like 1-5 or something like that. And I knew that he was like 2 weeks away from coming off of his suspension. And I had enough wins that I was like, I'm still in the mix. Like I'm not desperate. So and then I know him in real life. So I hit him up on Snapchat and was like, come on.
You text
bro,
this man
good luck."
IRL?
Yeah, the negotiations.
I didn't
took
even
place
know
off
that,
platform.
bro.
Yeah, I was like, come on, dude. Like we just love doing trades in this league. It's a fun league. Like yeah.
There was like hardly any other trades the rest of it. Dude, I did not know you were over here sweet talking him. Did you slide him some
Come
money?
on.
Be for real.
Zero money. Zero collusion, zero money. Straight sweet talking.
He did change one of
Which-
his Chris Olave. He changed to Collusion Olave, so I don't know.
Well, that was in response to he was one of the main drivers behind the veto
that's
that
right,
I'm
that's
so
right,
sick
that's right.
about. Yeah.
That's right.
And I changed Rice's name to Scammer Get Scammed.
Yeah.
And then so he was firing back. Yeah, he was
For some-
firing back.
For some context, he got Rashee Rice for Ricky Pearsall, right?
Yeah.
Ricky Pearsall had like his 2 good games of the season, and Tim was like, I
Yeah.
want that guy.
I sold very high, got the other guy very low.
Yeah,
It
got
was-
the
it was
ultimate
beautiful.
value in return. It was crazy. Let's see. The next
That's a bad
matchup
move.
is Quinshon Judkins for me, McMillan
Mm.
for you, Tetaroa.
Versus Buffalo too. Which I mean, it's not like their defense is like a juggernaut or anything, but
No, it's
I,
actually a really good matchup for Judkins. It's the third
Right.
best matchup for Judkins. Remember I told you Bijan had a 43-point game with only 1 touchdown. So that, I mean, they've given up big games running backs. The problem is it's the Cleveland Browns. So Judkins has had like 2 back-to-back terrible weeks. I'm honestly kind of hesitant to even start him. But like I really don't have a better option on my bench. Like Brian Thomas might have another good game. Shakir might have a good game. Jaden Reed might have a good game, but like playing the numbers, it's Judkins. But the Browns are so
Damn,
ass.
Ryan Thomas against your boys.
Yeah.
I think he'd be cooked, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Riley Moss was even showing out last week. I was
No,
like,
yeah.
dang.
Besides that egregious fucking PI call. But like Jaden Reed might have a good week. I think if Watson's out, I don't know if he is or not, but Shakir, I can never fucking tell. He's such a book 'em or bust player. So the problem is I think the Browns are gonna probably just end up going down big, which is gonna result in a lot of passing. Or could result in fucking I don't know, Judkins getting benched or I really don't know. I think Judkins is
Game
like
script.
yeah, the game script might not align, but I'm just gonna hope, fingers crossed, that like the Browns defense can do enough to keep the Bills in check for the first half, because the Bills are always great the second half, but the first half sometimes they're not the best. So hoping Judkins can at least get 1 touchdown in there, or 1 big play, something. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
what about McMillan?
Punch one in.
How's McMillan been doing?
I don't think he had a great week last week. 4 points. 4.5 points last week. 4 targets. That's it.
Damn,
That's
only
rough.
4 targets.
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd that happen? That was an overtime game, wasn't it? Or was it just down to the last minute? I know
I honestly don't. I didn't
New
watch
Orleans
that
kicked a game-winning field goal. I just can't remember if it was in overtime or into the 4th. But,
one. Oh yeah, and it was New Orleans, bro.
I mean, I think New Orleans has a decent defense because he's projected for more against Tampa Bay than he was New Orleans. So, like I said, I
That's
think
crazy.
Tampa Bay Carolina is a weird game. It's either gonna be like a defensive showdown or a shootout, or I really can't. I don't know. I don't know those teams well enough, but Again, this is one I'll take my odds because I mean, he only even had 2 targets against the Rams before their bye. One of them just happened
He
to
just
be
scored.
yeah, like a 40-yard touchdown. So he ended up with 15 points
But
still.
I called because they're in Charlotte, so I called down to the HQ, which
Oh,
is
okay.
it's just right there. Yeah. So I called down. I was like, "Hey, another North Carolina native here." Well, I don't know if I'm a native. I live here. And I said, "Hey, y'all remember when y'all were like kind of going on a little tear, like surprising, upsetting teams, whatever?" I was like, "I noticed that Tet, the boy Tet, was getting more, more action." And they're like, "Oh, dude, you're right. The 2 weeks that we've dropped games, we haven't targeted him." And so I think they're gonna be back on track this week. I'm
Right.
feeling good about that one.
Okay, so as the commissioner, I'm going to go ahead and deduct 10 points from your team to start the week for tampering. It's very
Dude,
illegal to
it
call.
wouldn't
Very
be the
illegal to
first
call
time
down.
you cheated, Mr. Vito.
Oh my, this guy won't.
Mr.
It was such. This trade would have been basically 0 for 0. Like as as it's progressed, like
That's
nothing
my
would happen.
point, bro.
But who
You
cares?
sold my point,
Who
bro.
cares?
It's the principle, bro. Now I'm
Hey.
gonna ride it. Now I'm leaning into it for
You know what?
into next season. As
I
well.
I
I'll be
needed to
leaning-
flex my power at least once this season, and that was my moment, and I took it. I was waiting. You know what? You
understand
know what
that.
it was? You lost credibility with me from this Rashee Rice trade. So I was like, this guy knows something I don't know. Because like when I accepted the Rashee Rice, Ricky Pearsall trade, I was like, I mean, Rice is suspended. Pearsall's playing well. I mean, I guess I could see it being even. And it was the most uneven trade. So I'm just convinced you knew something I didn't know.
I'm
And
like,
so
oh
I-
yeah, Tajay Spears actually just started taking PEDs
Yeah.
and he's about to start dropping.
Yeah.
money.
So it just had me a little fishy. So I decided no more trades for you this season,
Okay.
basically.
Thanks
Uh,
for protecting the league.
Hey, and anything to protect the integrity of the league. The next matchup
Diggs
is
is
Aaron
in my
Jones
butt.
and Diggs. Yep. Okay.
Let's go.
Listen, man, Diggs hasn't
Sorry,
had a
I feel
good
good
game in
about
a while.
I feel good about it. He got some more of that pink powder. That pink powder, he'll be going crazy. That was on the yacht. He
One
got
of the
some more of
other
that.
one of the other videos I watched said that Diggs was only having good games because what's his name was out. Booty, Kate, Booty, Boot.
Was Booty out?
Yeah, all those good games, and ever since he's been back, that's why his targets have gone back from 11 down to 3, 4, and 4. So I'm just saying, I'll take my odds in this matchup because
Booty had a bad week last week too. He had a bad week.
yeah, the Panthers lost. Or I mean, the Patriots lost. I don't remember who they played. Oh, the Bills.
Yeah,
That was
they
kind of a
did. That's
shootout.
'cause They're way overrated, bro. They're way overrated.
Oh, it's
bro.
because Travion Henderson had his career game. That's who was scoring all their
Mhm.
points. I
Didn't he
tried to
break
trade
one
for
for,
him
like,
earlier in the season.
99
Fun fact.
shit?
Yeah, it was like a 70-yard touchdown. The whole line went to the right, and he was trying to find a hole, and then he looked to the left, and the whole field was open. He was like, "Oh, okay," and just went left.
He's like, oh, lit.
It was like a
There's a
70-yard
lot of
touchdown.
green.
Aaron Jones is playing up against the second best matchup for running
They're
backs.
so bad, bro. That does suck.
The only thing that makes me a little worried about this is they were kind of splitting carries with him and Jordan Mason.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron Jones hasn't even scored above 10 points since week 11, and even then he only scored 11 points. But I
I'm a
mean,
big
he's
CJ Ham fan. I think this is his week to
who the hell is that?
big CJ Ham fan. He's been in the league 9 years. I think this is gonna be his first. Last week he scored 6 points and a touchdown. So I think this is gonna be his week. They're gonna be like, oh, let's see what this vet has.
Don't wish that on my. Don't wish that on me, because I could see them doing some shit like that. The only real concern here is them splitting carries, and I feel like I feel like Jordan Mason is like the third down goal line. I don't know. I don't watch the Vikings either, but or Aaron Jones is like he's like a fragile 32-year-old running back, so him getting hurt.
I think
really-
number 9. I think 9 is he's gonna fucking clock in and just be the leading rusher all night.
I was gonna
bro.
say I could see him taking the rushing if they're close enough, like QB sneaks or how he had the fake handoff against Dallas where he just graded into the end zone. How did that feel?
Sickening, bro. That was sickening, bro.
Imagine
It's
making
every bad
9
quarterback.
look great, dude.
Every bad quarterback. Dallas's defense is like, hey, dude, we got you this week. I swear they go over there, they dab them up. They're like, we'll get you back on track, bro. I know they were talking about how you were a bust. We got you, brother. We're gonna who was it? The Giants. It was fucking Russell Wilson. Same thing.
True.
They're like, dude, we watched you growing up. We love you, bro. We're gonna let you go fucking 500 yards on us this week. Like, every week. What
Yeah, I
about this
think-
kicking matchup, huh?
I mean, it's Brandon Aubrey. You have Brandon Aubrey's probably gonna be
He
y'all's.
missed two.
He did last week. That is crazy.
He missed two,
But
bro.
like, it's Brandon Aubrey. He's probably gonna have a 20-point fucking game.
He still dropped 14 after missing two. That's crazy.
Yeah, like he's still gonna have a good game. So you'll probably get the edge on this one. But what I will say, Denver has the best red zone defense in the league. So that could result in a lot of field goals for Cam Little.
And he can hit it from 70.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Cam Little can hit.
Cam Little's good, and this is like, it's not like the best matchup, but like all things considered, Denver has a really good red zone defense. So, but they have a really good defense in general. So if they're playing well enough to stop Jacksonville from moving the ball at all, it's going to be a bad game. But if I mean,
Damn, you
Jacksonville's
really
got a
thought
good
about all
offense.
these-
Dude, Jacksonville's
You
got a
really
good
thought about all
offense.
these scenarios.
Dude,
You were like going, you're like, dude, I could see this happening. I could see the kicker, like their offense is gonna get stopped a lot, and as long as they're at like the 50, he can like make
Listen,
it.
if I have ever been more locked into a fantasy game, it was this week right here. This is
Oh
like,
man,
if I could beat you as the number one seed back to back 2 years in a row, like I'll probably retire from fantasy so I can hold it over your head for the rest of our lives.
you literally
be-
can, bro.
We'll be in an old home together, and I'll be like, hey, remember that time you were the number one seed back to back and I kicked your ass?
Yeah,
you know?
I'm gonna dress up as Darth Vader every fucking Halloween for the rest of my life. Once I complete this Veto Strikes Back fucking prophecy
Aw,
movement
man.
I got going on,
This guy,
it's gonna be great.
this guy's never gonna let it
I
go.
snagged Buffalo too versus Cleveland. Oof.
Yeah, that's what worries me.
Oof.
It worries me that like I'm praying for like a Judkins good game, but then like the Buffalo defense is projected for so many points. That kind of worries me.
What do you mean, Shadur?
Shadur. Yeah, I don't know. I can see the Buffalo defense having a good game, but maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. I don't know. I mean, Buffalo isn't like the best defense. They're number 10 in fantasy. And that's pretty good actually.
No, they do drop the ball. They do drop the ball sometimes.
I mean, they had 7 against New England, 11 against Cincinnati. I mean, they have a good defense, and this is probably, I would imagine, the best matchup for them. So, yeah, I just got to pray that the Browns somehow have a good game, which that's probably not. I'm asking for a lot there.
They are
Judkins-
praying as well. dude.
Judkins and Aaron Jones could both be huge flops for me this week, but I can't think of a better play. So I kind of have to go with it. I'm tempted to play Jaden Reed maybe, because if Watson's out, and I don't know, Brian Thomas is like a play, but he's only scored 2 touchdowns all year. So plus I
I'm
don't
not
want
giving
to.
you any advice.
I don't want to watch that Denver Jags game and be kind of rooting for Thomas. So I'd rather just leave him on the bench so I can just root for the Broncos. But it's not a great matchup
offering
for the
any
Broncos
advice.
defense. I mean, like the Jags have a good offense, and weirdly enough, so it's not really a great matchup. But also, it wasn't a good matchup against the Packers last week, and they still scored 8.5 points. So like, you know,
Yeah,
if they can
very
just-
safe floor. Like,
Yeah,
very
like,
safe floor.
if they can just have a good game. I mean, the Broncos, it's weird because they scored a decent amount of points with not a lot of takeaways. Like, the Broncos defense is really good, but they aren't a big takeaway defense. So, like, if they can just somehow bait Trevor Lawrence into a pick or 2 or something, you know what I mean? Like, we'll take it. But either way, the projections are very much in your favor, but when we're going matchup by matchup, if my players do everything I'm thinking they could do, it could be a close matchup.
Said I could see it.
I can see why I have a
Yeah.
36% chance. But I'm just saying.
It's the number one
Could
defense,
be a
bro.
big week.
It's the Texans.
Maybe. I don't
They're
know.
number 2 on fantasy. Who?
New England, maybe? I know New England was one for a while. Minnesota again? I don't know.
Nah, 11. I'm confused.
Let me see. Can't you just like...
Oh, I was looking at projection. The Seahawks, Seahawks, Texans. Those.
Yeah.
Damn, should I pick up Jacksonville?
Sure,
Yo,
yeah.
can
I
we-
love that.
Can we also talk about the people that aren't even competing anymore, snagging people off the waiver wire? I'm like, hey,
I know.
leave them alone.
Hey,
They're all
I-
trying to lock in the 7th seat, like the 7th place. I'm like,
yo, Gibby is praying that she just doesn't get last. Imagine starting off the season 4-0 and then at the end of the season just hoping you don't get last. What a crazy like turn of events.
Yeah, Hannah's trying. She's competing for last. She's like, fuck, I won or whatever. She's like, She's like,
Dude,
I can't even win when I want to lose. Like,
did she ever look and see how like that she missed the playoffs by 2 points? Did she like have a reaction to that?
oh, I didn't realize it was 2.
She only missed the
Maybe
playoffs
she
by
told
2
me
points.
actually. She might have told me. Damn, dude,
Yeah.
that is rough.
She
That is rough.
scored 1,840, and Faith scored 1,842.
Faith
the only
went on a
reason.
slide, bro.
She did.
She slid
She really did. Her season dropped off at the end of the year for sure.
from 1 to dang.
Her
7
team
to
was
7.
so reliant on Lamar, Jamar, and Jonathan Taylor. So bad weeks from them. Her team's kind of screwed.
Which, like, from a draft perspective, you would have thought was like a damn lock, bro. Now I feel bad because I convinced her to take Lamar from you, but really it would have hurt you in the long run.
It might have.
That would have been that would have been nice.
Okay, the question is, okay, let's just say you somehow manage to squeak out a win here. It's going to be tough,
Okay.
but your team maybe could pull it off, maybe.
Right.
It's Shelby and Tim for the next round. Who would you prefer to play against?
Oh, damn, that's more loaded than I would have thought. And because immediately I was like, oh, Shelby, but Shelby booms sometimes. Like she booms
had
big.
180 points last week.
Yeah, she booms big, and that's like, and I know Tim has had some boom weeks too, but I feel like it's more of a consistent team. Like you kind of know he's gonna score like 150 to 160 like every week, right? Like he has a good team, but Shelby sometimes all out of the blue just drop like 215 or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm shooting from the hip here on the numbers, but like,
yeah, 2 weeks ago Tim had 174. Last week Shelby had 180. 2 weeks ago Shelby had 145. Like Shelby's team was like good, then bad, and then really good again. So
yeah, man, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, both of those would be tough. They'd be tough. Like I wouldn't go into that week being like, it's in the bag, like either way, because I'd be so scared either one of them is gonna, you know, drop 180 or something. And
well, I mean, Tim's just got Ricky Pearsall sitting on his bench waiting to go crazy at some point this season.
Bro, that would be talk about a storyline. He puts him in and he drops 40.
Yeah,
I'd
beats him the
sick.
Super Bowl.
I'd be like, bro, you're never joining this league again, bro. If I have anything to say about it, you're not coming back.
Yeah, both of their teams are like Drake London's gonna be back for Tim. Tim's team just like somehow weirdly got better of the season. I don't know, because like T. Higgins wasn't great at first, but then all of a sudden he came back. Chris Olave has like returned back to being a good receiver after his 6 concussions last year. Brock Bowers came back and is great again. RJ Harvey became the lead back again. Like he's got a good team. But then Shelby, like,
no, he does.
All of a sudden, Shelby has Michael Wilson, who is all of a sudden fucking prime LeBron James of football, playing for the Cardinals. George Kittle's back to form. Terry McLaurin's been playing well. The Bears like rely on their run game, so Swift is good. It's weird, but I don't know. I think if it was me, I'd rather play Shelby, just because like Hurts could bust. He only had like a 4-point game 2 weeks ago. Derrick Henry has busted a lot this season. Pause. Pause. Nico Collins is like up and down. Kyron Williams can be up and down. I think if it was me, I'd rather play Shelby, but I mean both. Like
I agree, but like I don't hear from Tim every day, so if he beats me, like it would like of course he's gonna talk some ish, you know what I mean? I came into your league, I beat you in your own league, but Shelby I hear from like every day. And like every day I'm just gonna be reminded every day.
Shelby's not like, Shelby's not like a shit talker, but I could see her bringing this up off like until next football season. Bro. Yeah, like
she's witty. She'll see something witty that'll hurt. It'll dig deep. I'll be like, nah.
Yeah, she's not like a clever shit talker, but she'll be like, remember when I kicked your fucking ass in fantasy? Like just straight to the point. And you're just like, oh
yeah. I'm so glad. Like I'm so glad it's not Gibby, because oh my god, dude, Gibby would have been the worst to lose to in the playoffs, bro. One thing
I'll say too is Shelby puts in the work. I mean, almost every day Shelby's making some kind of move. She picked up Audric Estime, which is the Saints' 3rd string running back, before I even knew Kamara was out and whoever their backup is out. Like
at as soon as waivers cleared, bro, she's on it. She's already on it.
She stays up until 1 a.m. That way she can.
Which I knew it, bro, because like it's 3 a.m. my time. I wake up at like 6 for work, and like there's already 10 people off the board. I'm like,
no
way.
I don't stay up enough to do it. The only time I've just like waken up at like 3 a.m. once, be like, oh, let me check. But like I don't stay up. But I'll say Shelby's put in the work. So like the fact that she's made it this far after she kind of like went through a slump the middle of the season, like she's earned it.
Deserves it,
She's
bro.
put in the
Very
work.
deserved.
Tim's put in the work.
Very
too,
deserved.
You know what I mean? So
I've been really happy with like how competitive like the league has been. I did not see it as like, because we just kept labeling it like this is the fun league. It was more competitive than our paid league.
Dude,
I mean,
I started to care about this one way more. I think just because I know almost everybody in it, so I was like, I don't even care about the money online. Like, I want to beat my friends.
It turned very competitive, and like I love that the ladies all like got into it just as much, and they were like they were also putting the work in, dude. Like Hannah got super into it, and I love that. Like went from like only knowing like a few players on the Cowboys to like she knows matchups and she knows like stuff like that. If she ever starts like spouting off like route concepts and like cover 2 or something, I'll be
Who's
like,
teaching you that?
Bro, I'll be like, who are you talking to? I barely know that myself. So like,
no, this it's been a really fun league. Besides Shane, obviously, but like I don't know if he's got real life stuff going on, but which is crazy because his team is scary when you actually look at it. And the amount of points that he puts up, like I think last week Shane put up 188 points. He was the top scorer last week.
Yeah, bro.
But luckily he just stopped playing.
Just log in. He logged in 4 weeks this whole year and was just just dominated, and then was like that. No matter.
Like I think it would have been you, Tim, and Shane at the top if it was him playing. But thank God he didn't. But
like, thanks for giving us a chance, brother. Appreciate that.
Yeah. No, but this has been a good season. Yeah. It's been a lot of fun. I can't wait to go out on top. It'll be so much fun this week to. This will be like the perfect fantasy season once I win this week, actually. It'll be really cool.
I just feel it in my core, bro, that like the prophecy is aligning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the storyline is like in my favor. It's my revenge game. It's my revenge for 2 reasons. Like it just feels, I feel it all coming together.
I've pretty much already accepted that this is my last week. Well, I guess I still play next week if I lose, but now who really cares about 3rd or 4th? I pretty much accepted that this is my last week, but I'm still holding on to that little glimmer of hope that I
see it.
Sneak something out, because like I wasn't projected to win. I wasn't projected to win last year. Matchup. Yeah, I wasn't projected to win last year either. Granted, I don't think it was a 70-30 projection last year. I think it was a little closer last year, but I'm just saying there is a world. You never know with fantasy. There is a world. So.
There's a world where I'll be sick to my stomach for an entire 9 months. Football comes back around. There's the world. I'll be mad as fuck.
I'm just saying,
dude.
If you lose, you're never beating the regular season merchant allegations.
I'll be, damn, dude. Nah, I don't want to be. Just like my boys, dude.
Yeah.
I've been in the lab. I've been in the lab this year. I've been cooking up my revenge plan for an entire off season.
I remember when we talked about after the draft, like, because we were in 2 leagues together, which of our teams we liked better, and I think we both liked our money league teams better. And then both of our teams in this league ended up being better. So it's.
I remember saying like, I don't know, dude. I have better vibes about my fun league team. Yeah. I did have better vibes. I know I was scared to draft McCaffrey. I remember being like, I don't really want him. Yeah. I was like, I don't really want him because like I know what he did to you last year. But it was just like the fall off between him and the next person. I was like, I have to take him. Turned out to be, what is he overall? He's number 2 overall, bro. Like, yeah, it feels good.
Because I remember
it feels great.
Him and Derrick Henry went back to back. I can't remember if Henry's first or McCaffrey's first, but either way, you definitely were on the right side of that one because Henry's been kind of a bust this year. But listen,
crazy, bro.
This is going to be a great week. The stars are aligning for both of us, but we'll see whose prophecy is foretold.
That's right.
There's only one way to find out. It's going to start with tonight's game because I mean you've got
the drama.
You've got Njigba. I've got what's his name again? Colby Parkinson. Yeah, Colby Parkinson is my league winner this week.
Yeah, dude. What's his name? Yeah, dude.
I don't even know his name, but he's gonna win. He's gonna win it for him this week. So we're about to start finding out here in about an hour.
The drama. A couple hours from now, dude. One of us is going to be sad. One of us is going to be glad.
Yeah, go ahead and check the comments under this video. Maybe after this Thursday night game ends, one of us will comment about how we're feeling. All right.
Boost the algo.
Any
Drop
final words?
Down in the comments. Anything y'all have to say about the episode? Boost the algo. Like and comment. Subscribe if you aren't already. 93% of y'all aren't subscribed that watched our very first.
We don't actually have the stats, but probably somewhere around there. Yeah. Also, tell us who you're rooting for. Just remember, Nate's a fleacer, a
Even
scammer.
more present.
Yeah, remember who's been uploading to this channel.
Be more
Tell me-
present.
tell us who you're
I've been
rooting
in the
for.
lab. I've been in the lab cooking up this perfect plan.
Right.
Just
Remember who's been
mastermind.
here for you at the end of the day, and tell us who you're rooting for. All right. Hey, good luck to you, sir. Good luck this week.
Good luck, sir. Good luck.
All right. Goodbye.